everyone, Adam here, and I am back again with a brand new piece of music for the channel, a brand new group or artist, but this is Sleeping at Last and their song Saturn. Now this comes from Sarah, who I met when I went to see Aurora live in London, so I am really intrigued to hear this. I have no idea, not a clue what I'm going into here, but let's do it. So here we go. This is Sleeping at Last and their song Saturn. I'm super pumped for this. I'm literally going in blind. Here we go. Beautiful strings. It's all instrumental, I'm guessing. It's beautiful.
You taught me the courage of stars before you left. How light carries on endlessly, even after death, with sureness of you explain the infinite, how rare and beautiful it is to even exist. And I couldn't help but ask you to say it all again. I tried to write it down, but I can never find a pen. I'd give anything to hear you say it one more time, that the universe was made just to be seen by my eye. And I couldn't help but ask you to say it all again. I tried to write it down, but I can never find a pen. I'd give anything to hear you say it one more time, that the universe was made just to be seen by my eyes. The shortness of breath, I'll explain the how rare and beautiful it truly is that we exist.
Oh. Wow. Wow, that was such a special piece of music. Oh, right in the feels, that one. Sorry what to be done to me. This for me is a very, very, very special song, a very special piece of music. And I think why it hit me so much, and I'll go into the lyrics actually, I'll find them somewhere in the video, hopefully they're in the video, they're in the comments, but is I think of everything that's going on in the world right now. You know, all of the sorrow of, like, we've had the pandemic, we've had the crisis in Ukraine right now, we've had the horrendous incident that's just happened in Texas recently, and these lyrics just hit so differently. You know, when a big tragedy like that happens in your own personal life, or, you know, on a scale like that, on the different instances that I've just listed there, when something big happens and you come back to music like this and you rehear the lyrics again and they just hit so differently. And God, this is what music's all about. You know, it allows us to feel something. It allows us to tap into emotions in a way that no other medium can, right? And this song's written, it's out there, it's in the world now. But as I said, you can always come back to a song like this and the lyrics can just hit you so differently every single time. This for me was gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I loved the build-up of just the music all the way. I thought it was just going to be an instrumental piece, which would have been beautiful. I loved the reversing of the video as well, when you saw like all of the sparks, everything flying backwards. But then we had that voice that came in. And you know, like, that voice is very similar to kind of other artists that I've heard before, like very, very similar. Like Passenger has quite a similar voice, and, you know, other artists, I've heard a similar vocal before, and there were some beautiful little tonal moments in that voice as well. But those lyrics, those are the selling point of this song. They were stunningly beautiful. In fact, let's have a look at the lyrics now. Alright, so I've just jumped down a few comments there, because they weren't actually in the body of the description of the video, but someone has kindly put them here. So here we go. So, you taught me the courage of stars before you left. How light carries on endlessly, even after death. With shortness of breath, you explained the infinite, how rare and beautiful it is to even exist. I mean, that is gorgeous. That is like somebody passing on a message to somebody before they leave. Like before they go and join the infinite of whatever is in the next, right? And they're kind of saying, look, appreciate this. Look at the beauty of the stars and how beautiful it is to exist, to be alive. Appreciate that while you have that. As they're leaving, such a beautiful message to pass on there. And then we've got the rest here. So, I couldn't help but ask for you to say it all again. I tried to write it down, but I could never find a pen. I'd give anything to hear you say it one more time, that the universe was made just to be seen by my eyes. I mean, that is poetic beauty right there. And this is almost like a conversation. So that person, you know, they're kind of saying, look, before you left, I wish I could have just took the things that you said to me and just wrote them down, made a note of them so I could come back to them. I've still got the memory of you saying something, but I really wish I just had that moment to write that down and to really digest with that. But again, you know, it's saying that the universe was made just to be seen by my eyes. That's how we all live our lives. You know, we see our lives, we see the world through our eyes, through our interpretation of everything. You know, and that's beautiful. It's so poetic in that. I couldn't help but ask for you to say it all again. I tried to write it down, but I could never find a pen. I'd give anything to hear you say it one more time, that the universe was made to be seen by my eyes. So again, it's like a repetition again of that. And then we had a little bit of the opening again. Those lyrics are beautiful. Again, it's just that appreciation of life, right? It's talking about, you know, appreciate everything while it's here, while we exist on this earth. And what was beautiful is that the music was so soaring, so gorgeous. The strings and the slow drum beat that started to come in and give that rhythm whilst the lyrics were being sung there. Absolutely stunning. This is one of those songs where, you know, I can't imagine kind of going to the gym and having this on, right? Like, you've got a certain context when you've got to really sit down and appreciate this song. But you know, sometimes when, I don't know if you guys are the same, but do you ever like find yourself where if you need to have a good cry, like you'll have a certain film that you put on or a certain episode of a TV show or a certain song, like just to get it out? This is one of those songs for me where, you know, if you have that moment of where you can feel emotional, you can feel a little bit emotional, vulnerable, I guess, but if you need to just get it out, you can listen to this song and it really just reminds you what it is to feel alive and feeling that emotion. And I think that's so important for everybody. And the lyrics even say that, you know, they even talk about appreciating, you know, that you're here, that you exist, and taking all of those little moments in your life and really feeling that existence. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful piece of music. Wow, wow, wow. I'm blown away by this. And I need to check out more of their stuff because the music and the soundscape is so cinematic. It's so up my street. I need to check out more by this band immediately. But what did you think of Sleeping at Last and their song Saturn? You know what to do by now. Please leave me your comments down below. And if you have any other suggestions by the incredible Sleeping at Last, please leave those down below as well. As you know, I read every single comment. I reply to as many as I possibly can. And I always appreciate when you guys take the time to comment. So thank you so much. Still feeling a bit emotional. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Please come and subscribe to the channel if you don't already, and make sure you hit that bell icon as well. It's the fastest way to get new notifications when a brand new video like this drops. All of my social media is just up here. All of my links are down below, and I'll give you a little taste of something else that I've got going on now. Alright everyone, so here we have the Patreon page. A lot of you have been asking about this, and we finally have it in place right now. We have 3 tiers. We have Here For It, Out of This World, and Blown Away, all with different prices there and different things attached to them. So honestly, anything that you want to give, any tier that you want to join is absolutely incredible, and you have my thanks always. Just to run through a few little things here, so your name will appear at the end of each video, and a thank you. For this tier, you will have the same things, and you will also see the videos on here before they go live on YouTube, and you'll also be able to make requests to me, which will be bumped right up to the top of the list. And then finally, the top tier here is exactly the same as the other 2 tiers, but you also have access to a monthly Zoom call with myself and others to discuss everything about the music that you love. So yeah, if you want to join the Patreon, the link is just down below. So thank you to my Patreons who are already part of that. I really, really do appreciate it. So thank you again, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this as much as what I did. And until next time, take care.